my wife went with me. She had a camera out, and they caught a candid video of Midnight Rider and put it on TikTok, and people loved it. So it was like, all right, well, cool, let's try it. We put it out. We did it the way we did it, but
that's what I would say. That's what, and like the reason I hate on that song is I don't mind covers, but I like when people make them their own. And I feel like he just did it exactly the way it's played, the same way it's played, the same way it's sang. Like it didn't like.
He even said the girl part, like I'm working.
Yeah,
as
he
a
didn't even
checkout
change
girl.
I'm working as a checkout girl. Like okay,
I think that saves a lot of.
keep the integrity of the song.
I think it saves a lot of because if you do the song the exact way, it's a cover. But if you change it up, then you get into the
artistry side of it.
Right.
Putting your own
For
twist and spin on it. I mean, but it is kind of like the same fucking program throughout the whole
because
song.
then if you change it up, it becomes a sample.
Like your Midnight Rider is different than the original. And that's what makes it dope. You know what I'm saying? That's to me.
You put your artistry on whatever you're doing. I think Luke Combs, is one of them. We're gonna look back on it, and there's not gonna be a lot of. We're gonna take it for granted one day. On some real shit. Like, there's going to be not many people that can get down that smooth. You know what I mean? Like, and certain cats can do that. Like Chris Stapleton right now.
Mountains are blue.
Now we talking. Anthony hates Chris Stapleton.
No, I hate that song. I hate that one big song.
Which one? Parachutes.
No, I like that one. The one big song, the Tennessee Whiskey.
Well, it's over. It's stepped all over.
Yeah. Maybe that's the reason I don't like it. I don't like it so much because everybody went nuts over it.
That's a successful song.
I mean, obviously it is.
If you hate it,
I'm a hater.
It's a good song.
I'm just staying. I just die on that hill, dog. I'm just dying on it. Won't let it go, dude.
No, I ain't mad at it.
I don't know. It ain't got nothing on. Blame it all on my roots. I showed up in blue.
Crack one cold one.
Ruined your
Are the mountains blue?
Oh, mountains are blue.
Everything's all right. Or whatever, however it goes.
The last one to know.
You burn songs out of your head sometimes whenever you hear them too much. Am I wrong that you just kind of stay away from them a little bit?
Yeah.
When you listen to them again, you almost forget.
Yeah, I don't listen to a lot of Garth Brooks because that shit's like soundtrack to my childhood, dog.
The last CD that I bought was
a
best of Garth Brooks CD. I had to order it from eBay because you can't
find
it. Was
it like the multiple disc one?
Yeah.
You can't find music on Apple or Spotify.
Especially on Amazon Music.
Amazon Music.
I think he's got a deal with them or something.
Well, he originally had a beef or something like that, right? He was like, I'm not putting none of my music out on those platforms for whatever reason. I'm just not playing along.
He's the GOAT.
Well, he's missing out on some money.
Is he the GOAT of country music over Ronnie Dunn?
Well, no. I'm just saying it's another platform to make money. He's got no. Yeah,
he's opened him a new
over
bar.
Ronnie. Yeah,
he's got a new bar on Broadway.
Come on, guys.
What?
He's got a new bar on Broadway.
Garth Brooks over Ronnie Dunn?
As far as what? That's just a
like,
choice.
Like if you just
it's subjective.
But I mean,
it's really not
Ronnie done more than Garth? Absolutely not.
No, as Brooks and Dunn, not even. Maybe it's up in the ranks, but it ain't nowhere near Garth Brooks.
No, Garth Brooks, you're talking like.
But if you're talking
50
about just
number one,
he can do three shows in a weekend.
He's like the Michael Jackson of
in the
country.
same city.
Sell
out every one of them.
Yeah,
well, fucking
and shit.
Yeah, he could probably do the same city for a year and sell out every show.
When he came here a few years ago, he had to like add shows to his shit.
Yeah, everywhere he goes.
He was like, dude, they want more.
Your streams to a certain platform, man, you probably gonna get more people.
Well, you gotta be big as fuck to be like, I don't need my shit on Apple or Spotify or not. Like
somebody's gonna come up with something that we all didn't think of in a year or two that was right under our nose, and it's gonna change the game.
I think about that shit a lot, like how music can. I thought about like, cause Jay-Z tried to do that shit with Tidal, but how could we like take the music back from motherfuckers that have not a creative bone in their body?
You gotta go for the highest cat on the totem pole and get them to be on board with it.
Okay, Garth. Well,
I mean, even bigger than that. I mean, like Pitbull, maybe. I mean, I don't know if
that's crazy.
You know what I mean? Something ridiculous. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I'd say Pitbull because it's internationally known, but like somebody like Morgan Wallen.
Oh yeah,
Taylor
Swift. Drake could like fucking be like,
Drake.
My music's only going on this fucking app. That's the only way to get it.
Go for it.
Yeah, Kanye tried to do it with them little
That was
where he sold his album on the fucking.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
He like tried to bring the Walkman back. You know what I'm saying? You gotta buy this Walkman and you can listen to my new album and shit.
Like Joe Rogan with Spotify. He got everybody to go to Spotify with that shit.
Yeah.
Is he on any other platform, podcast wise?
No, but they like other people put clips of his shit up. Like he doesn't do none of that. All the reels you see on YouTube and TikTok and shit, it's like a motherfucker like me. Like I'm gonna throw these Rogan reels up. But yeah, his shit isn't put on YouTube or nothing anymore.
The only place that you can go and listen to his podcast
It's
is on
Spotify.
Spotify.
Yeah, they bought him out for fucking
$100 million.
$250 million.
I'd probably buy out too.
For $100 million?
Or get bought out. Yeah.
Hell fucking yeah.
Come on with it. I mean, you know they're gonna distribute your stuff, and you're gonna be heard.
You're right.
Still,
Yeah.
You can make an impact. Still, you're getting paid.
And even though it's not streamed live on YouTube, he still got the Joe Rogan Experience on YouTube where it's released after. And that's where a lot of people will go to watch it afterwards, and he's still getting the YouTube money.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, y'all know the fucking vibes, man. We always just hit the ground running, but we got motherfucking Charleston royalty in the fucking building, dog. The fucking Great White Hope. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Kind of,
Dog,
yeah,
I was gonna say this towards the end of the pod, but I'll say it now, man. I'm super fucking proud of you, dog.
Yeah.
If that means anything to you.
Yeah.
You are definitely, whether you know it or not, I don't know if you feel the pressure, but you got the city on your back, the state on your back. People are fucking like really hoping that you're that guy that just, you know what I'm saying? Like you're our Darius, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yes,
like take us to the fucking
Darius.
just take us to the promised land, you know what I'm saying?
I'm the neighborhood Darius.
yeah.
But
But
Darius Rucker, though, speaking of that, like I got to do the festival that they had in Charleston a couple weeks earlier this month, and that dude is, you know, someone to look up to, someone that puts on for his city, like you know what I mean, officially, to know what it takes to be in that position. I don't know exactly what it feels like or what I kind of know what the work ethic involved in it is, and you know, for someone to have that platform, to put on something for their city like that and to be that successful, and then I think personally touch all points of culture of our city, that what we have to bring. You know, we got a little bit of this over here, a little bit of that over here, and it's all tasty stuff, you know what I mean? And he did a great job of bringing all that together for like people that aren't from here, you know, that come to our city.
Him
for an
and
event.
I always mention Charlemagne. Like him and Charlemagne have like taken. They're proud of where they came from, and they fucking always bring that shit up. You know what I'm saying? But
You see the song with Darius Rucker and Dax?
yeah, I did
I
see
just
that.
saw that the other day.
Yeah,
I
turned out good.
Shit slick, man.
Yeah.
They
But to
work
finish
for
my
Scott.
point, we got motherfucking Randall Fowler in the building, dog. The man, the myth,
Goose
dog.
Creek,
You know what I'm
you know.
saying? Like, yeah, Goose Creek boy in
We're
the
here.
building.
We're having a good time.
Just recently moved to Nashville. Well, shit, you've been on there almost a year now, huh?
Just a little over a year.
A little over a year. How you like it there, man? Is it everything it's cracked up to be, or is still figuring it out?
You know,
or?
like when you move to, I'm a ramble. We're gonna have to edit. Maybe not.
Nah, do you?
So like when you move to a new city and you don't sink in. You just you're full of ambition and your energy is different. Your levels are high because
bright-eyed and
I'm gonna try
bushy-tailed.
some new shit. I'm gonna get my chance somehow. I don't know how it's gonna be yet, but all those times, prior to moving there, I go to town and fly in. I try to network and meet people, get to do these writers rounds that all came about through networking and meeting great people, having great allies. And then you get in there and you're like, let me take a look at, who's doing what. And you get to town and you're happy. You're working with all these people and you look around and you're like, okay, where are my real friends at? You know what I mean? Like, the love is there, but the love's different. You ain't gonna get the love like you get here at home.
Yeah,
You
they
know
love
what I
you
mean?
for a different reason.
It's gonna
Maybe.
be. Well, I mean, they. It's good people. Let me reset and say, when I first got there, I was surprised about how receptive people were to me as who I am. And one of the first things those cats said was, "Man, where you from, man? Who the hell? Is that some type of hillbilly ebonic shit going on?" You know what I mean?
Yeah, they don't know that
I was like,
Geechee-
"Well,
that
I'm from
Geechee
Charleston,
got
South Carolina. I thought you were from Louisiana." I was like, "It's kind of like,
Yeah,
it's
it's
similar,
similar. Yeah. Got the
they got the
Geechee
Creole,
gala.
we got the Geechee.
Yeah,
We're lucky to be where we're from.
yeah, for
You
sure.
know what I mean? We're very lucky to have at it from a young age of our generation to see all different types of people, all cool kinds, all bad kinds, all weird kinds, but we wouldn't be who we were or who we are without that, and I'm thankful for that because when I got to that big city, people I noticed, and I'm not a spring chicken, but I ain't old. As fuck, you know what I mean? So I got some life experiences, and then I moved to town, and there's a bunch of young folks, and everybody's from this part of the country and this part of the world. So you try to navigate with what's the common thing that we like. Well, we all like music. Well, we all like country music. All right, well, this guy's country music is like some badass outlaw rock stuff, and I'm like, that's cool. That's not really me, right off the top. I'm like, all right, I could do that, but that's not where my heart is. My heart's where the soul is, man. I can't get away from it. That's just how my country comes out. Then you got the guy across the way that's just straight up, hi, mine, country. It's fun, you know what I mean? And it's healthy for that music.
Right.
And then you realize, I got to figure out what it is I'm going to do here, you know what I mean? And I guess the hardest part was, and all of that is going out to these places and networking at these spots, and you're having beers, and you're having shots or whatever, and you realize that you don't have a hype man around to be like, yeah, this my dog right here. He's a good singer. He got some great songs and stuff. And you're like, now this is going to be so weird that I have to introduce myself and say, hey, I'm Randall Fowler, and they're going to look at me and be like, yo, yeah.
You kind of got to
I'm a singer and songwriter.
Yeah.
I'm from Charleston, or
Right.
I just moved here. I don't live here yet. Or blah, blah, blah.
Instead of somebody just coming up to you and be like, Randall,
Hey,
what's up, man? I like that song.
Yeah.
I like what you did here.
Showing you praise.
I went to Goose Creek. Like your brother, your
Setting
friend
it
is
up
my
on its
friend.
own.
Yeah.
Organic, and I love that. That's where all my life has kind of been.
Do you find
successful.
one of the challenges being in that melting pot of artists is standing out?
I mean, when I walk into the room, it's kind of like I'm not the only guy with a beard and long hair, but I'm the only guy with this beard and long hair.
It's a pretty nice fucking beard.
Nah, you know what I mean? But then you go in there and you do your thing. It's like I'm at the ballpark. I use this analogy a lot. You go want to play ball, you go to the ballpark, right? I'm not going to go out there and try to be the shortstop if I ain't got it like that. You know what I mean? I'm going to try out for my position.
Yeah.
So I think I've shagged a few balls. No pauses. Don't pause. I caught myself right there. But I know what I can do, and I know where I need to be utilized now. As to where when you first move to town, you don't know who your friends really are. You move to town with some guys, and you have some guys that really believe in you, and you know that it's real homeboy vibes because it feels like cats from home. It's undeniable, right? But they got their lives. You got to go home back to your family. It ain't like we chilling out. And the garage,
Well, I've always said
Stuff like
about
that.
you, and you touched on a little bit being from Charleston, we're a different breed of people, we you could fucking, there's a bunch of dope fucking country artists out there, right? But you could sing some fucking Usher. You could sing some Third Eye Blind. You could sing some fucking Garth Brooks. You could sing I
catch the vibe.
Yeah, and
You know what I mean?
you're we're highly adaptive people, I guess is what we should say. We grew up in a melting pot. So
100%.
We got you. That's why I knew once you started really going into your element and doing the country thing the way that you always wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? Once you went into it, I was like, he's gonna kill it because he has the
It was
R&B
such a natural transition for
influence,
it,
the
though,
rap
that stuff
influence.
is crossing in there at the time. It's all working out, making perfect sense, right? So it's good thing we're on this wave, right? And I'm coming out, as an artist with how I sound, and being in the rock band, it carried over to helping me have different perspective on country, different style within that genre.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But that's what I'm saying. Whenever you, all right, so there's country artists that might do some kind of rocky vibe shit or some hip hop vibe shit, and you can tell they went in and was I want this to be a rocky vibe, or I want this to be a rappy vibe. But with you, that shit's that's you. So like
Yeah,
it's already in there.
if you go in and you're like, yo, I'm gonna kind of rap this verse, then it doesn't sound like you're like it's authentic because it's really you. Like you have all those influences, you know what I'm saying, and you grew up that way. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody now knows you as a country singer, but I remember we was in high school. You know, motherfucker would step into the cipher and break your ass off.
I remember Randall in the cycle. You be like, Randall rap?
I remember the first time we was freestyling, motherfucker just popped in. He was like, I ain't a bank, but I walk over you.
Wells of
Fargo. I think they just merged. I said Wells of Fargo, but I ain't a bank, bitch, but I will walk over you. Yeah. We have some fun times.
Literally, y'all just said that line 3 times and it finally clicked. Walk over you.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, we old.
That shit fucked me up. What the fuck?
Yeah.
We old.
That's my thing. Is like he ain't. He's always been a country singer at heart, but he's the root. But you're a fucking musician to the core. Like you respect music of all genres, and you take a little bit from everything and put it into your shit. You know what I'm saying? And like I've always loved watching. I've loved watching you grow. You know, like we've been homies forever before fucking music, and you know, super thankful that you fucking hit me up. He's in town. Like, yo, we got to do a pod. I was like, shit, all right. We got city.
Well, we talked about it before. It just, you know, like life's a little different. I just can't do things at my own leisure.
Right.
And, you know, you get
you live, 400 or 500 miles away now?
Well, it's like 8 hours, you know what I mean? But it ain't really a bad drive. And once you start doing it a little bit, you know, you get, it starts to feel kind of easy. But, you know, being a new dad and, you know, doing all that.
Congrats.
You know what I mean? Like, it's hard.
She just turned 1 recently.
She'll be 2.
2, that's right. Oh my God.
Next month.
She was, that's
November
right.
27th. No, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
But you know, it's hard to like put the logistics together to keep it. You know, I'm coming in town for 2 days. I got to go see my mama and them.
Yeah,
you know what
for
I mean?
sure,
and I gotta make time for this, and so short amount of time that we come into town for these events and stuff. And
well, that's why when you hit me up, it was like, you know, Shane hit me up like, "Yo, Randall's coming in town."
Yeah, I wanted to bring Big City in on it. Yeah, I was like, man, why don't we just bring us in?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
We haven't really chilled and talked about stuff, and people don't know our relationship together really. Well, I always shout you out on stage when I play a song that we wrote. You know what I mean? But they're like, some people are like, huh? Who? This is my boy Big City.
Yeah.
Mason Job Music. We wrote Coming Home, One Way Road.
That's one of my favorites. 2 of my favorites. Those shit are dope.
Yeah, they're real. You know what I mean? We didn't even really know what we were doing at that time.
No. I literally had like a little part of the chorus and a little bit into and I was just like, man, I just got this idea.
40 dropped a little.
Yeah, 40 dropped a little, like a
couple of little chord progressions, and then we went in there.
And then he took it to Nashville and ran.
I really fucking. You ain't released that song you sent me yet, have you?
Girl Dad.
Yeah.
No, I have not. We've sent that around for.
Did you watch the video for?
The new video?
Man?
Yeah. Y'all go check that shit out. 2 Woman Man is fucking
great
dope.
Video.
2 Woman Man.
Yeah, go blow that shit up.
The wifey and the kid in it.
But
I'm putting out
a song
music now.
called Girl Dad.
Girl Dad.
When I first heard that song, and I know you've played that song live, correct?
I play it with the Writers Round.
The Writers Round, and I won't get too much into it before people hear it.
That's fine.
But when I first heard the song, with the title, I didn't know what way it was going.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
you've heard it, and I was like,
flip on the
2 Woman Man or Girl Dad?
Girl Dad.
Okay.
Because I was like, because he's a girl dad, so I was like, okay. And then it went into the chorus. I was like,
there was this girl awesome dad.
Flip.
Yeah, you know, it's kind of like the Riley Green song. There was this girl in a way where he's like, you know, if you don't know the song, you know, there was this girl that's like from his early stages where he got in trouble to, you know, the second stages where he meets a girl at his concert to the third stage of he's settling down with getting a ring for her. As the way the Girl Dad goes, you know, starts out with a conversation. Shout out, let me talk about Girl Dad real quick. My homeboy, I was telling you, I met some guys before I moved to Nashville that really believed in, you know, me sing as a singer, as a vocalist. And hit me up in a DM at a Writers Round, after a Writers Round on Instagram. I was like, yo, I want to write some songs for you, bro. And he's like,
sorry about that.
He's like, y'all are hell. I mean, it's funny because I'm telling a serious story, but I know how jokey he is. I know they tripping on something. I know. I didn't mean to make you laugh. We talking about serious shit right now, but we always tripping about something.
Yeah, we can't help it. We can't help it.
Can't stay serious too long.
I'm a giggly cat.
Yeah.
So pause. I'm a giggly cat, boy. Golly. That our new band name? Giggly Cat?
Yeah, giggly cat.
Giggly kitty.
But keep going on what you're saying. Like it's
my homeboy.
Yeah.
We sharing a laugh with him. I was going to tell you, he passed away. One of the co-writers on that song.
Rest in
and
peace.
it's a really special song because he was holding that verse and that chorus. He was like, man, I really want to write this with you because I know you got, you're married and all that stuff. And I was like, but you didn't have a kid at the time. And I was like, all right, cool. But then we had a baby and I came to town to write one time. I think I can't remember. I have to look back at when the date was. I can't remember because if it was like right before we moved to town or right after I moved to town, we went, I think it must have been whenever I lived there. It just feels like the same days I'm doing. Like I'm writing every day. It's just like I can't, if I don't write it down or log it, do inventory on it, I'll lose it.
Yeah.
Because I'm writing so many songs. Sometimes I write 2 and 3 songs a day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we go in the room and some of them are amazing. You know what I mean? Some of them are like cool, but you need to redo them a little bit. Take a couple passes back on. You know what I mean? If it's worth it.
Throw a bunch of shit at the wall, see what sticks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We writing 2-hour, 3-hour blocks. But we got over there with Sam, Bobby McLam, and Nathan Wilson. And Sam had that idea. He said, I want to write this because now you got a baby. We'll write the second verse and the bridge and the chorus if we have to, right? And he had that first part, and I was like, it didn't make sense to me. And y'all ain't heard the song, so y'all don't really know what I'm talking about, but it didn't make sense to me at first because the first verse starts out, hey, old man, I'm glad you called. And it's a conversation with your dad. And I was like, well, I've got a great relationship with my stepdad. He's always out of town. I'm trying to relate to it. I said, but the connection with my dad, I probably would never have that call with him because he don't answer the phone or he won't, you know what I mean? Whatever the hell he's got going on with his other shit. But as I'm saying that and realizing, I was like, yeah, maybe I will cut it or something. Maybe I will make a demo of it and use that emotion like, hell, I'll never have this conversation. So I use it as a little bit of, to go in there and use some emotion. And coming into that, it's like, for me, it's kind of like it feels like music is special and it heals you because you kind of talk about it and it's like, all right,
absolutely,
I scarred that up, so I
Absolutely.
don't gotta fuck with it no more. I ain't gonna cry no more over here about it or dwell on it. And then once you stitch that up,
well, bro, when
you get to the second chorus and you talk about the now, the present.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like, well, shit, there was this girl, Dad, and we talk about my girl. Not my daughter, but the girl, my wife, at the time. There was this girl, she got me wrapped around her finger. Everything I ever wanted, love her real bad. Never felt nothing like that. My whole world, Dad.
Yeah.
Making a man out of me. It's hard to believe every night when I hit my knees. I thank the Lord for this girl, Dad.
Yeah.
Second verse
that's what I'm
coming
saying.
in
When you
daughter.
sent me that song, like you sent it to me, it's weird. It's like fucking Manifest Destiny. You sent that song to me at the perfect time. Like I'm chilling. Me and my daughter was just chilling, listening to Morgan Wallen because she loves Morgan Wallen.
Yeah.
We just sit there and sing all his shit. And we're sitting there listening to music or whatever, and I'm talking to you, and then you're like, yo, I want to send you this song. Check it out.
Crazy.
And I turn it on and me and her listen to it. You know what I'm saying? I start tearing up. Yeah. And you mentioned, who'd you mention with the song? Riley?
The Riley Green.
Yeah.
Girl.
But for me, whenever I heard the song, there was 2 songs that popped into my head. And I hate comparisons because you're your own artist and own person. But the 2 songs that it reminded me of was the Tim McGraw, Don't Take the Girl.
You play that song right now, I'll start crying.
Yeah, it reminded me of that song, and it reminded me of Darius Rucker's It Won't Be Like This for Long.
Play that song right now, I'll start crying.
I'll start crying too. And this song will make you cry, bro. If you're a girl dad, if you have... if you got a girl that's like that in your life that you would fucking kill somebody for.
I tell you what,
it's that
special.
song.
It's a special song. I want to hype it up because I plan on putting it out. I got people that have heard it that aren't girl dads that are just like have told me that they ain't have no connection to it, and that's fine. But I think it's because they have little boys only. You know what I mean? That's fine. But I think if some fashion, the art of it, you respect it and understand it.
Well, I got both. I got a son and a daughter.
Sure.
And I tell everybody
That's
this shit all the
incredible.
time. Like when somebody's having their, their first kid or some shit, like, man, I hope it's a boy, I hope it's a girl. I was like, man, just pray it's healthy. But if
100%.
all guys want a son, all right, let's not act like we don't, all right.
Oh,
All guys
come on.
want their son, and I'll tell you this much: from having a son and a daughter, I could say that your son is your fun love. Because you get to play baseball with him. You get to play basketball. You get to do all the shit you did as a little boy with him. But when you have a little girl, you know. Dude, it changed. It's different, bro. It's like that's the one person I've loved more in this world than anybody.
It's a different approach, I'd say.
It's different.
I got nieces and nephews. It ain't nothing like that. You know what I mean? But it's like how to raise them up. You kind of pick up. We ain't young baby boys. We're 30-year-old males here. We know we've experienced some things.
30. Keep saying I like 30.
shit.
30 works.
30 is good.
30 works. I like 30.
As I'm having a stroke over here.
Yeah.
Nah, no disrespect if anybody's having anybody with a stroke. So I just got a terrible
This
sense
man
of
being
humor.
real politically correct tonight. I like it, man. It's a podcast, man.
Make sure
I
the
say
cameras-
what you feel.
Make sure
I
the
moved to
camera's
the
on
big
you when
city.
you was going through that motion.
Hey, listen, I moved to the big city, and I had to straighten my shit up, man. Because these dudes will spit you up and chew you out. I think it's good to kind of have your shit in the pile a little bit before you know.
Yeah,
you gotta hold it down.
Dude, have y'all seen the new Bill Burr movie on Netflix?
Dude, I watched it just the other day.
Dude, it is pretty much Old Dads.
Old Dads.
It's kind of exactly what you're talking about.
I want to check that out.
You gotta
No,
check.
I know
It's
what you're
like
talking about.
Bill Burr.
Burr's a trip.
Bill Burr, he's
Got this
anti.
old
He's
dad.
not politically correct.
Dude, but he lives in California in this liberal world, and he's like, what the fuck is wrong with everybody? Like, why is everybody so politically
first
correct?
birthday party.
Dude, it's such a
Dude, I
good
love
fucking movie, dog.
the part where
The little girl, she's seen her.
she's at the school. He's like, "You're late."
Yeah, he's like,
like,
oh yeah, couldn't find a parking
crazy.
spot. He tries to let it go, and she's like,
So
no,
dope.
you don't
And
understand.
then she's like, "You're gonna have to pay $5." So he goes to pull it out, and she's like, "You don't owe on this one." And he goes, "Then why'd you even bring it up?"
Yeah,
You
yeah.
obviously didn't read the handbook.
You stumpy little cunt.
Ooh, C-word.
He did. He goes in front of all these liberals, and they all get triggered like a motherfucker, dog.
Yeah.
They lose their shit, dude.
I mean,
Such a good movie.
it's hard these days.
We can talk about comedians, and I'll get back. I'd love to get back into that, but I want to finish on the thought of what you said. The only time like I've ever been moved by anything that I've ever recorded or sang or wrote, I was during that song. Whenever that bridge comes and those dudes take it to that minor drop, and it just is emoting. Like it's like 500 stars. If it was like a Xbox or whatever type of credit or some shit.
No, that's my problem. Anytime I write a song, I want that
Crazy
shit in
analogy.
minor, and they're like, "Oh, well, you like
Well,
that
it's like
sad
you gotta
shit?"
take
I
it-
don't know, though.
You gotta
I love-
find that
I
spot
love
to
the
twist
minor.
that knife.
Yeah, the minor chords do it, bro. The minor chords just got that.
Sad,
You know what I'm
that
saying?
somber.
Yeah, give me that E minor, that A minor, and hey,
Makes you
hey,
think.
don't give me A minor. You know what I'm saying? Like, give me E minor and A minor, and we good to go.
Spanish guitar.
A minor. I need D minor.
It is,
I
though.
need
But it's
Yeah.
crazy.
D
I
minor.
walked out of the studio at the booth and I went to the bathroom and I came in. I'm like, "You crying in there, bro?"
Hell yeah, I am.
I said, "Man, I just needed a minute." And they were like, "Thank you.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that. That's the best compliment we could ever have." And they kill it. Grady Saxman Studios. Been doing my shit for a few years now. And we got some cool things going on in that world. But yeah, Girl Dad. Hopefully we can put that out. I'm working on something to put an EP out right now. That's going to be coming out, the title track, on the 17th of November. New thing going on. It's kind of tied into that world of other side of a heartbreak. Kind of like you feel
That's
the
a dope
vibes
song,
on.
too.
You feel the vibes on
Yeah.
Two Woman Man. How it has that, Millsap, timeless feel to it. And this next song's kind of in that same vein, where it's like you can hear it on record, or like you want to hear it on a vinyl or something like that. Like we kind
Well, how you like label life, man? We
It's-
dealing with a signed Nashville country recording
Man,
artist over
you
here.
get signed
dog.
to a label. It's
Like,
like a label.
like, get this.
Yeah.
It's hard work, but it's not. You know what I mean? It's already. If I'm being raw and real about it,
That's when the work starts.
well, you already doing the work.
Right.
You wouldn't have a label if you weren't already working.
Right.
So they see that and they're like, you. So then it's like label, artist, sign a deal. What you doing? Man, what you doing? I'm waiting on you, man. Well, I'm waiting on you to give me some content. I'm waiting on you to push the content. So it's like, all right, I'm new to this shit. So it's like, now I got to step back, create a strategy. Like every fucking release you put out, you got to create a new strategy.
Same shit.
It's working. But I mean, now you have resources.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not rich. You know what I mean? I'm still a broke some bitch, but I have an opportunity to do things. We're still working hard. My wife still works. We ain't nothing fancy. I mean, we love the support, and we love everybody that's keeping up with what we're doing. You know, signing a record deal don't mean, you know, I got an exclusive deal worked out for publishing for me, you know, and without going too crazy into it, I got people that believe in what I'm doing and want to back it. You know what I mean?
Well,
I guarantee you, Charleston does, dude. I guarantee it. Cause
I like
when I got dropped up, when I was getting dropped off at my house a little while ago, I was talking to my mother-in-law, and she was like, "Oh, you gotta do a podcast now?" I said, "Yeah, you know, we got Randall." She's like, "Randall Fowler?"
It's crazy how words spread.
I was like, "Damn, you know." I didn't. She's like, "Dude, I'll be following Randall Fowler." I was like, "Oh, that's my guy."
That's crazy. I've been like, I was at the Luke Bryan concert last night, and it was like I took about 25, 30 pictures with people like, oh my God, you were young to older to people that didn't even know who the hell I was, and they just saw somebody else taking a picture. Like, I want a picture. I want a photo too. I said, well, come on, Rhonda.
You got so many people that it's funny because you got so many people that love you, and like I felt this before too, where like I'll go somewhere and these people feel like this deep connection with me over my music or lyrics or this or whatever. Sure. And I'm like, I appreciate it, you know what I'm saying? But like with you, like I could see, like I'll come to your show or something, and like I know the vibes. Like I don't need you to like go out of your way to talk to me or none of that shit, because I know our relationship. You know what I'm saying? So like, but it's funny because you'll see those people that feel like they're so close to you because of they're connected to your music.
Yeah, but the thing is,
they want other people to know that they know you.
Yeah, and then they'll look at like somebody like me and be like, hey, who's this fucking guy? He don't, you know. And then like it hurts them when Randall, like when you come to me, like, and you're like giving me your attention, and they're like who the fuck is that guy? And it's like you don't understand. Like whenever you. Like, me and this motherfucker go way the fuck back.
Yeah,
and, like...
We know each other's story, history, and journeys into...
100%. And but it's a great... Like, you need that. Like, it's a great thing to have those people that fucking just fall in love with your music to the point that, like... They
fall in love. Falling off the wall.
But they fall in love with your music so much that they feel such a deep connection with you that they feel like y'all are homies and y'all are friends.
Yeah.
And, like...
Well, I want people to feel that way. I think I project
do too.
that.
Yeah,
you know,
you
like
do.
with you guys, like I think I'm lucky enough to have friends that still come out and support me, which
definitely.
gives it more of it fills it up. And then there's you guys from the outside looking in, kind of, but still like, you know what I got going on, and you kind of relate to it in the same fashion, because you guys got a strong following of people.
Yeah, for sure.
Feel the same way when I go to y'all's concerts. They're like, "Who the fuck is this dude?"
Right.
I don't know.
Why are they showing him so much attention and love? Like, I'm the motherfucker that's riding for him and doing this for him. It's like, yeah, but behind the scenes, like, this my guy. Like,
we have friends like that come to our shows, and makes it, you know, it boosts, it kind of like elevates it. But then from the outside looking in from y'all see all these other folks, and you're like, man, you get to see that from a different perspective. As to where I've seen the same thing, because there's times I'm looking out into the crowd, and I know, you know what I'm talking about. You can see people that you've known for your whole life. Then you scan back around and you see people that you think might. Like, one of my funniest things that happened to me is when I think people know each other.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, I'll be right back. And them two people that are right, I'm like, I look at them real quick. Yeah, they know each other. And I walk away. And the funniest time, I was in Monk's Corner, and these two dudes had on like camo shit. And I was like, man, they gotta know each other. Like, I know they know, because I've hung out with these motherfuckers before. And then I walked back. I said, yeah, y'all get to catch up? And he goes, yeah, that dude was cool. I just met him. I didn't never know who he was. And I was like, damn, I thought because y'all hunt, y'all like know each other and shit. I was totally tripping.
That shit happens to me a lot. I try to recover. Be like, you know this guy because he raps. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, you should meet my friend. He has dreadlocks too. Y'all should know each other.
Like, y'all must be together.
Like, honestly though, it ain't just that. It's like, I really think like, cause I, playing in that cover band, Ellen Drive. Let's talk about Ellen Drive.
my
Ellen
God,
Drive,
dog.
shout out
11
Ellen
years,
Drive.
yeah, consistency. We stayed together. It's been
Yeah.
dope. Playing in a band like that, you get, it's, we gonna edit this shit, right? I forgot what my train of thought. Where was
Ellen
that?
Drive.
We were talking about something else though.
People knowing each
Just
other.
people knowing
Oh,
each
yeah,
other
like-
and the vibes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like doing it and all this time of being out in public, and you almost feel like, y'all have hung out together because I know I've seen y'all together,
Right.
or something, you know what I mean? But then reality, it's like you don't think that deep into like this person.
No,
just here on their own account, not
Yeah,
this fucking
yeah,
thing.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
where I'm chilling with everybody, really,
Yeah.
So I don't know. I've learned that over the years and with the experience, and I still have funny moments. I like to laugh about shit, man.
Oh, yeah.
I want
You
everybody
always-
to feel welcome,
Yeah.
lighten
yeah.
the room up and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, that's what we thought we was gonna do tonight, but we've been
We
doing,
are. I mean, we still we ain't even jumped in over the big city yet.
We've been
Hold
all
on.
the
No,
way
no, no,
into
no, no,
the
no.
all
This
the
is
way into
Randall
the
Fowler podcast
position.
here.
Yeah, it sure is. It sure is. Big city in this
Man.
bitch though.
Always
my boy
in this-
Cousin Sal
I
and
want
this
y'all
motherfucker.
boys to come out there and do
Well,
some
I
work
wanted
with me.
to before we could move on. We could just talk about the bullshit. But what I didn't get out of you yet
Come on.
in the earlier I was talking about it. But do you feel the pressure to put on for the city, because the pressure is on you, bro? And I don't know
You
if
know what?
I don't want to like make you feel it or not.
I don't think
Yeah,
he
you
needs.
can't.
I don't think he needs that right now.
Yeah, I'm not trying to put it on you or nothing,
killing
but
shit.
I just wonder if you really feel it, because I know that all these people are really behind you and they want to see you put on
Shit,
for the
take mine,
city.
mine's
You know
sweating.
what? Last night,
Have you ever felt that?
now that I don't live here, yes. So
Yeah.
last weekend or this weekend, I was
At work, man.
I got to go.
Don't show
I
me
went
on
and played a
camera.
little pop-up show. A lot of people showed up. They were going to the
Don't
concert
go
on Daniel Island.
Mm-hmm.
And we went to the concert over there, and then it's Luke Bryan concert, hanging out, and then when the folks are like, "Oh, look, are you Randall? Are you Randall? Are you here? Are you this person? I thought you were dressing up for him. It's Halloween or something." Somebody said that last night. Yeah,
Yeah, be like, yep, sure
I was like,
am.
man, he
How am I doing?
That would have been the best Randall costume ever.
organic as fuck. But like, yeah, I don't look at it like that though, because I just do what I do, man. I don't like to be like, I don't like to think of pressure like that. I don't like to. I don't know, man. I do
feel you.
me.
I'm not.
You know what I mean?
I know you don't think about it that way, but everyone around this motherfucker
Yeah, I feel the
It's
hype.
like-
How about that?
is very
Yeah,
much.
definitely, you got people rooting for you. Like, they want you to make
Dog,
it.
there's 50-year-old white women laying
yeah.
in bed at
My
night
aunt.
praying that Randall Fowler
And Pam.
is
Pam's over there.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like they're praying for this guy.
Yeah.
Like that. Like
Yeah.
I'm serious, and like
100%.
and you
That's
could
real.
you could quit making music today, and I would say that you were a success. I don't know if you feel that way. I know you want to do a lot more, and me too. But I think that like you could go to bed tonight and wake up and never fucking touch another microphone, and
And I had a nice little.
you
run
did
of
you
things.
did what
But
you
that
did
wouldn't be the
more
thing.
than a lot of people might have expected you to
Yeah,
do,
in many circles,
and maybe
it's
even
a big
yourself. So I think that you can rest assured that you've done enough. Like I know that you're probably like me as an artist. You're like, I never do enough. Like
I got a lot more
today
to do,
I
right?
could
I
have
just
did.
started learning a lot too.
Yeah.
I'm learning a lot more, and there's still a lot of stuff that I say this all the time too. It's like when you figure out something else, it has its own network to it, and you got to figure out how to freaking maintain all these keep all them fuses going. You know what I mean? And it's like a network of the electric company. You know what I'm saying? You gotta keep it lit.
Got to
you
get
know
the
what I mean?
circuits.
I don't know, man. Stress. I don't know. Being stressed out about shit is one thing, but I'm very grateful and thankful to be tossed into places where I can learn from people that have had some success.
Well, you're
That do know
successful
the
because
road.
you're willing to learn. That's why, like my eagerness and willingness to learn and understand it, like every fucking opportunity, I'm looking at it as an opportunity, not just like I deserve this shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I go into it like this is an opportunity.
We can talk about that too.
I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna do the best I can, and I'm gonna network. Like you said, networking. One thing I love about you is what I was just talking about. Is like you understand like who needs the love tonight. And who's gonna be cool if he doesn't get it? You know what I'm saying? Like if I show up to a show, he already knows. Like that's my dog. I'll text him tomorrow. Be like, yo, appreciate you.
I always try to walk over and say hi to everybody, but sometimes
100%. But you
on the clock,
right? But you understand that like. Michael ain't gonna trip if I don't get to talk to him tonight. Like I'll text him tomorrow and be like, "Yo, I'm glad you came through." It ain't no thing. So, but you understand, like this person done been to my last 3 shows. They done stood up front. They done bought merch. Like they need.
Well, my friends understand that.
They need
too.
some.
You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying. Like
a lot of people, I think, come to these shows to be a part of it.
Oh yeah,
and to obviously right, but also like they love that. Love, and I think
you know what I do when I go to your shows, dude. Like I've been a gang of your shows.
It's a love song,
and I don't ever feel offended because we know each other a long time as well. I don't ever feel offended. You don't come up to me. I just sit back and I'm just in admiration. I'm like, look at this motherfucker working this crowd.
Yeah.
Dog. Like this motherfucker's killing it right now. Dog.
I don't even watch you, bro. I watch the crowd.
That's what I'm saying,
that
dude.
person
Like
up
this
front
motherfucker's
that's
working.
Like figuring out what I've already known about you for so many years. You know what I'm saying? Because like I'm watching it. I'm watching them. Well, and I see myself in them where I'm like, yo, I remember being front row at a fucking Ellen Drive concert and this motherfucker is saying, your sex is on fire. And I'm like, and I'm like, and I can see the
Didn't
aura.
Know what the hell I was doing.
you're glowing and shit. And I'm just like, and then I go to like a new show and I see that person standing up front that this is their first Randall Fowler show. And they're like, who the fuck is this guy? And I'm like,
that's the guy.
This ain't even his best song, motherfucker.
Man,
just wait a second.
It's cool that that's a thing. You know what I mean? Like, I could have been the other way.
I'm in the back. And everybody's listening, and I'm roasting.
I wrote that song. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm roasting. I'm like, why the fuck did he wear that shirt?
That Hawaiian shirt.
The batteries dying that mic. Lame.
Listen, dog. I had a moment where I saw a picture of me in one of them shows. I was like, I just need to pick something and go all in on it. And maybe I should start with my outfit next time. You know what I mean? Because the music's Gucci. I just need to get the belt to match that. Right. You know what I mean?
I don't know, man.
The belt to match the music.
It's like a mixture of Fergie and
I ain't got no swag. I'm just saying, when
like
you in show
Fergie
business, sometimes
Jesus.
you got no stylist.
Is like an angel.
I'm trying to think of, there was that literally came to my mind. The shirt
but it's
that
fun.
you wore
recently. It's a grind. It's a process. You gotta figure out what it is.
You're blessed,
you know
because my voice is terrible, so I gotta dress nice as fuck. Like you can wear whatever you
coming
want.
Out with the
just get on there. 7.
This motherfucker, I done been to a show. That man did 3 fucking wardrobe changes. And shit.
Dude,
I thought he was about to come out from under the stage on the third one.
All I got is bars.
You know what I mean?
What was it when we did the
man had a Bobby Boucher.
when we did the
jersey
wardrobe
on,
change at Music Farm?
Dog.
Yeah.
I don't think it was
Waterboy.
You wore the Waterboy jersey.
Yeah, he did.
The first.
Yeah,
Yeah, he did.
But I didn't know what you were wearing the second when you came out in like all gold foil. And I was like,
that shit was
cold all of
and
my
I'm like, the lights are beaming off of it. And I was like, okay.
I respect that shit because
Hell
you know what I learned and what I'm starting to kind of figure out that I want to incorporate more is like the theatrics of the show.
Absolutely.
It's a stage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You have to put on a show.
You know what I mean? Luke Bryan gonna get out there and shake his hips. And he gonna smile and be goofy. You know,
Man,
no disrespect.
don't bring him
That's
up.
just
That
dope.
motherfucker be wearing Crocs on stage.
But he's hear me
Like
out
Post
though.
Malone.
Listen,
Nah,
he's
you
got
right,
a presence.
though. You right.
And it's like the stage is dressed up with some cool. You know, it ain't just somebody running around with a microphone. It is. He gets out there and they do a little moment. I mean, you know, he shows off. They have fun, but you know.
I always say it like this: like the music thing is definitely art. Like it's good that you connect with
It's a
people
stage.
emotionally, but at the end of the day, this is entertainment.
It's a
you
stage.
have
It's
to
a
find
stage.
that. You have
The
to find that
theatrics.
entertainment factor to be like. You said it's a stage. On a stage is for entertainment. You're the center of attention, so you have to like. Aren't you entertained?
Yeah,
like you gotta
know,
fucking
show
go
and
off
growth.
on, dude.
A majority of people are going to be there to listen to the music. But there's a lot of people, you're going to have to keep them engaged in the show.
Catch them. You gotta catch them.
You know?
Shout out my motherfucking cameraman. Foolish on the
Foolish.
camera.
What
Let's
it
go,
do,
baby.
I come through.
Yeah,
something
yeah.
real
Don't want to hear a
foolish.
funny story about me and Randall?
Come on now.
Yeah, let's get it.
One night.
You ain't picking the
Because
car up right
we
now.
going on a. This,
You ain't picking
ain't picking that bitch up in that car no more, is you?
after this story, we're gonna get into some
I was
shit because
getting
we
down.
already did all the. We already sucked Randall's PPD for long enough.
I'm ready to reciprocate.
You said it, I was thinking.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Hey, thank you for that. That was
We
great.
went to a couple years ago. We went to the Kane Brown concert.
Yeah.
Just me and Randall. It was a date, and we had a great time. We
Was
went
it
out.
Refresh my memory, 'cause
Heaven? Could it be better
So
than that?
after the concert, you know, we go out
said,
and hanging
"This
out
is
with people and
perfect."
whatnot. So I'd take him back to his house, and we've had a few adult beverages.
them big ones,
You
too.
know what I'm
them
saying?
You know, the
Them
stadium.
big-
songs.
So
$16
Yeah.
beers.
So we're feeling right. Don't condone it.
You're like, what's gay really?
And I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna dip and go to the house. And at this point, he's already like walking in the house.
And my wife's like, what the hell?
And
I was like,
I'm driving an older Jeep at the time, and I drive into this ditch.
I have,
And my frame gets stuck on the concrete, and my
yeah, like if you
My
back out
tire
of my,
is
if you,
like
yeah, if you back out of my
in the
driveway,
ditch, just
it's
spinning,
like a
not
foot and a
touching
half,
the
2 foot
road.
drop.
so
with a
Randall's already
drain in.
inside, and I'm stuck in his driveway.
Yeah, I'm in the kitchen
Like-
smashing some pizza or something that was
Like
left.
I'm backing up,
I took
going
my shirt
forward,
off and
backing
everything.
up,
I'm already
going
home.
forward, and I'm like, I'm not getting out of this. So I go back to it, and I knock on his door, and he answers the door. He was shirtless in his pair of jeans, and I'm like, I'm stuck in your ditch, bro. I need your help.
I said,
Who'd you tell him to
without
call?
even hesitating, I took a deep breath. I said, come on, man, let's go get that thing. And I went out there feeling drunk,
Dude,
strong.
it's like 2:00 in the morning, right? And we're laughing, like we're cutting up, and his
So you think
pregnant
this'll
wife
work?
comes out on the balcony.
What are
In
y'all
the front of
doing?
their house. What are y'all doing? And we're just laughing. I'm like, my Jeep's stuck. I can't get it out. So we're like lifting and putting brakes under it. So Randall goes, listen, this is what we're going to do. We're going to pick the back end of the Jeep up, me and you. And I'm like, I don't think we can. He was like,
Look at that Jeep,
he's
man.
like,
We
look
gotta
at the
that
Jeep.
thing.
Look at that. Yeah. So we're like, all right. So we're both like kind of laughing and everything. We go to pick the Jeep up, and as soon as he's like 1, 2, as soon as I start to lift the Jeep, I just rip ass.
Oh, it was
and
like-
I just fart as soon as I go to lift this.
I think
fucking-
Alex heard it on the balcony.
and I'm like, dude, we can't
We
do this.
fucking died at laughing
So
at that moment.
I'm like, all right, this is what you do. Go
He
get
just
your
busted
truck
one.
and just back into my Jeep. Just back into it. We don't need to tow it. We don't need to. not just
Yeah, I got
put-
up to him. I rubbed it. Right up to him.
I'm like, just push.
Pushed him out. He got out, went home. I was praying. I said, man, that boy shit his pants. We need that's gonna be a long
I
ride
was gonna
home.
say, I thought he was about to call Jim's towing on their ass.
Might
No,
well.
might
Shout
well.
out Jim's
Jim's
Towing.
towing.
Shout out Jim's
Plug
Towing.
Jim's
Call Jim
Shout out
Towing.
Jimmy
Yeah,
Conroy.
yeah,
Never
yeah,
forget old
man.
Jim
That's
Conroy.
I
our
love
love.
Jim's towing.
Mary got a camel toe. So I was gonna
That's
ask
funny.
though, because we always ask like, what's your guilty pleasure, dog?
Me?
Yeah, it ain't gotta be
Ice
country.
cream and shit.
No, like music.
I feel guilty about
Rocky
that.
Road. No,
Like Ty Rocky
like
Road.
because Anthony and I, man, we heavy on the '90s boy band shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Everybody.
Yeah. I mean,
What's your shit? What's your shit when you riding like you ain't listening?
Maybe
no country?
nobody knows you listen to.
Yeah.
I don't really go too far off the reservation of like what I'm trying to work on. I guess I don't know, man. If I like take it there, girl band where I fuck with the NSYNC shit and the Backstreet Boys stuff, but I don't. If I'm riding down road trips back home, I don't know, man. I like Lainey Wilson. I wouldn't call that not.
Yeah,
typical,
I wouldn't
but-
say that's really a guilty
I love
pleasure,
Lainey
but
Wilson,
she's
too.
dope.
But
Yeah.
I like.
I haven't heard any of her
Lambert's,
songs, but I like Lainey Wilson.
I like the song "Wild Card" by
That is dope.
Miranda Lambert. I just love that her swag. It's not really her.
So you like some
Texas
female
thing.
vocalists, like
I get down with some chick country too.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
love Maddie and Tay. I'm
Dude,
I'm gonna tell you now. I'm gonna give you die.
Nobody else fucks with me on that shit.
I'ma
But
keep
Maddie
you
and
dying.
Tate is the
Hey,
shit,
I
dog.
always say in the song world, if songs you wish you written, Mama, can you die from a broken heart?
Can you die from a broken heart? How do you get red wine out of your favorite drink?
It's like,
that is
that's
such
a
a
dope
good song.
perspective. You know
well, just like they're harmonizing, like those two girls, dude. Them girls is talented, dude.
My wife probably would be able to tell you something more spot on that I'm guilty of that I'm unaware of because have
they done anything lately? I ain't heard nothing in them lately.
They dropped something soon. I don't know. They're like low key like my favorite. Like,
dude, those two girls and the brunette chick, they're always like, "We want you to sing more." She's like, "No, I like
Justin
my background."
Bieber and Kid Leroy. I know you in there. Dog.
I don't fuck with the Kid Leroy as much as I would Bieber.
Bieber's the man, dog.
I don't really like too much fabricated stuff.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Because it's cool. It's a great art. I don't diss on it, but it's more like. You know, some people might listen to my shit and be like, "Oh, you got some tuning on that." Well, that's because I didn't know what the hell I was doing early on. I just went with it, and it still sounds good.
I think you gotta realize ain't everybody got your voice.
Well, that's the thing.
That's like my brother told me. Like, he ain't said a lot of good shit in his life, but he said this one thing to me. He was like, "Michael, everybody ain't you. You know, you gotta quit comparing." Because I can't do that. And maybe you don't, but I'm just saying.
I have been there, dog. Don't get twisted.
But if I try to sing some shit right now, you might be like, "Oh, that ain't it. Like that ain't it." But
I think today,
I ain't Randall Fowler, dog. I can only do what I can do. You know what I'm saying?
Now I listen to sounds like Play-Doh these days, and like I've learned how to listen to bad work tapes and bad, like I'll say bad, like it's like making. What's the fucking analogy? Chicken
soup out of chicken shit.
Yeah. In a weird way, but that's a weird analogy, but it's kind of like spot on. Like, so the creative mind of mine has kind of expanded. I feel it.
Yeah.
I feel it. You know what I mean? When you take another step on that, we can all relate to this. You know, when you hit that next little boom of like understanding, it's like an intelligence that you get. Like it's education, but it's like. I don't know what analogy way to say it, but it's like maybe like you didn't get it that was happening the first time you start thinking about something and then it happens like,
it's an aha moment. Happening.
Yeah,
it's the aha moment.
Eureka!
It's Eureka.
Yeah, that type of
stuff. It's the Eureka moment. Yeah. That's a dope story.
And that's kind of happening in music with me right now. You know what I mean? And
I can hear it.
Having different influences.
It's weird because like. I was talking about this earlier.
I'm influenced by Mason jar music. You know
me too.
We get around and we get melodies.
I'm influenced by.
It's tasty.
Yeah, so many shits, man. But I said this earlier on the pod. It's like you you gotta grow and you gotta find your way. You know what I'm saying? You gotta find your way through things and. If you can't draw inspiration from, I would say this: like, if you're a rapper, listen to fucking country. You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
if you're a country singer,
yes,
listen to rock, listen to pop,
bro.
Like if you're only listening
right
to,
I'll tell you something in a minute,
right? But if you're only listening to like me, like if I only listen to J. Cole, and I'm like, I don't fucking listen. Nothing else goes in my tape deck but J. Cole. J. Cole and this. Yeah, well,
you're suffocating yourself.
Yeah, like, you're gonna suffocate yourself, and it's like, dog, like branch out, be inspired, like find inspiration in the weirdest of shit.
You're gonna be J. Cole if you keep doing that, and people ain't gonna listen to your shit.
Yeah,
that's right.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Yeah, because it's already done.
Yeah, and
it's not exciting.
It's weird because like you're an indie artist, we're indie artists, like we're independent, or even you're
allowed to explore our own creative mind. Yeah, that's the independence, freedom.
But the hardest thing is like whenever you get off stage, I know it probably kills you when somebody's like, "Dude, you remind me of Luke Combs," and you're like,
"That has to be the worst."
I've heard a couple things in that regard.
I mean, maybe not
Luke Combs, feel weird or bad, but
but it's like
you get where they're coming from.
But but it's like
in a way,
people don't understand that like when you're an indie artist, they're always trying to find a box for you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I mean? When we all do it. You know, if I go and I see a new band and they're playing in like the Hooplas. Like I could tell the other night we had them on. Them boys are killers. They're fucking nasty.
Them boys ain't no
but we had them on and we were talking about like, oh, you remind us of Rage or 311 or this or that, and like, of course, it's a great compliment. Like, if somebody compares me to J. Cole, I'm like,
yeah, it's all about what you pull out of it.
I fucking did it. You know what I'm saying?
It's all
like,
about how you interpret it.
Right.
Like,
Like,
when
you
people
gotta
say Luke
interpret
Combs
it
to
right.
me, I wouldn't look at it on the, hell, I'm a burly, white bearded male with a hat
with a
on.
raspy voice.
With a
Like, yeah,
big
but,
voice. And it's like,
but-
I take the compliment from the artistry side.
Right,
Instead
right.
of them saying, but what he's done in that Florida Georgia line and Luke Combs, I would say even has kind of opened that door up for people like me to have that. I can just step in and just be a regular ass person that has this creative ability instead of but that can blur your brand a little
But
bit.
you're not a regular ass
You know what
person.
I mean?
I don't know if anybody
Well,
told you that.
we're
Like,
all
they
regular
got-
ass people, but we
But
just
yeah,
got little
yeah,
gifts.
yeah.
So we,
Well, I mean,
Nah.
I get the compliment, but I think what kind of used to bother me was people be like, "You're the next so and so."
That's what I'm
already
saying.
made it.
It's
You're
like-
like, nah. I'd rather be the
don't
first
box,
me.
Don't
I
box
love
me
that.
in.
I'd
That's
rather
all
be
I'm
the
saying.
first me.
Just
Don't be
box
like,
me
"Yo,
in.
you're the next
Yeah.
input dope ass rapper's name
I
here."
think
Like, I'd
that-
rather be the first me.
and when the way people say things, it does come.
Well, they
off
mean
a
it. They
little
mean it in good. They
weird.
mean it
I
in good.
I think people.
Yeah, they're trying to give you a compliment.
Yeah, you know what I'm
but
saying? They
Think
mean
about
it
when
in
you
good
meet
fashion
your
or
idols
whatever.
or meet people you like, and you get that moment where you feel like it's coming in close, and then you're like,
Yeah.
"What do I say to this person? Oh my god, I only got 2 seconds. I know it.
Yeah.
What am I gonna say?" You're like,
Well, no
they
matter-
might blubber and stumble.
Yeah.
You know. So I kind of give them the benefit of the
Yeah,
doubt.
well,
I met-
no
I met
matter
Ritz
what,
when
like
Stargate
if
Not
I
always,
if
though.
I
I had
meet
to grow up.
somebody and they rap, they sing, they do this, like I instantly the only thing you have to compare them on is shit you know. So like,
Yeah.
if I meet some R&B singer like that dude we met when we was on that label for fucking 6 months, and that's why we went on a tangent. But I was gonna tell you, like, me and Ant were signed for like 6 months, and we felt similar to what you were talking about, where it was like, bro, what are we doing? Like, I was more active without you. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? I don't know if
I
if
can
you
do
feel
bad
that
all
way.
by myself.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
that's
But
right.
we felt that way, and to the point where we had this dude burning contracts in his studio and with a gun on the table, wanted to shoot
God,
us and
that
fight
was
us.
the most
but,
intense.
but yeah, because we came to him and shit. But I'm just saying, like, when you're an indie artist and people, they don't. It's like we're in a world of comparisons, is what I'm saying. Like, we have to find things to compare it to. So like, when you get a new quarterback for your team, like, y'all are Steelers fans.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like, y'all are constantly gonna like, is this dude Bradshaw? Is this dude fucking Ben?
Yeah.
If he's not, then that's constant. It's like the Patriots, like Mac Jones.
Oh, ain't nobody.
You're being compared to the greatest fucking football player of all time. Like,
Right.
that's gonna suck. But and that's why, like,
you
as
don't deliver,
artists,
yeah, too, it's a lot
as
of pressure.
artists, it's a lot of pressure when you're like, yo, you know, like, if somebody talking about City is like, yo, your cadence is like Yellow Wolf, like the way you chop, and you're like, oh, I'm not.
You know, I
I'm
love
trying to
Yellow
be
Wolf.
me. I love Yellow Wolf. He's a great
Yeah,
artist,
yeah.
but
He's an
don't
influence in
don't
mine.
put that on me,
Absolutely.
because
Right.
I'm not trying to live up to him. I'm trying to be the best I could be. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? So, but
I mean, I think we were talking about that flow chart deal. Do you like this? Do you like that? Do you like that? Do you like that?
Yeah,
It's
everything's
wild.
I'm
everything's
big
a
on
fork in
flow
the road,
charts
dude.
right
You
now,
figure
dog.
out
Like,
what you, as an artist, what you kind of you funnel into what you are. You don't really not. You know what I mean? You kind of like, it's inevitable. I think. You know what I mean? What Cat Williams say? You keep trying shit,
Trying shit, don't work. Trying shit.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't work. But
Yeah.
then, you know, you get knocked down, you get back up again mentality. But then you're like, well, I like what I did here,
Yeah.
but maybe if I did this right here.
yeah,
You ever heard
growth.
something about like if you think of every loss as a loss, you're losing. Every loss should be a learning moment or some shit. Like that. I
Absolutely.
forget what
Yeah,
it's saying.
yeah.
It's
Always.
something
That's a cool
like that. If you
phrase.
think of a loss as a loss, you're losing.
Yeah.
Every loss should be a learning moment.
I
Pick
love
something that what good happened.
Listen,
out of that, even if it's
y'all-
minute.
This group right here, and I'll tell y'all this: like in Nashville, Tennessee, if you would all be fishing water. It's just like getting into a writing room. I think, because I know all of y'all personally, I listen to you. Me and you haven't really connected a lot over the years as far as like sit down conversation.
Yeah, well, we haven't
as
sit
much
down
as I have known
yeah,
these
yeah,
guys
yeah.
and stuff. But I listen to your stuff, you know. But
Yeah.
Creekside and growing up, you've always been solid, dude. But
Oh, yeah.
I know you and you're smart, and enough. I know this fact that
Appreciate that.
you get to Nashville, you would kill it. if you want to be a songwriter. You would get
y'all boys lucky. Y'all boy lucky. I can't sing.
You would be. You don't gotta sing.
Y'all boy lucky. I
Listen,
can't
I
sing.
said,
There'd be no women left.
I'm gonna say this real quick, but then I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna talk to my boys off camera. You know what I mean? 'Cause I don't know what the hell I'm doing or talking about, but I'm gonna pretend like I do and tell them, giving them some nuggets here in a minute. But I'm saying, if there's any dream you want to go after, as long as you get educated and you have the right education on what it is you're trying to do, I would say do that first. First and foremost, before you make a big plunge or a big leap, or see if you test the waters out, and then when you got it, when you're riding that bike, when you finally take the train wheels off that bitch, that's when you know it's about time for you to make a decision to hit that road. I think, and make the decision to go. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Get over there and whatever it is you're doing. I mean, it's music for me. I felt like, my analogy is you got to go to the ballpark if you want to play ball. Somebody told me that earlier on. I was like, hell yeah, that's my shit. Like, because I love sports. I try to model everything, like my business, even like a pro ball club. It's been working. Like, I understand that. I mean, I know it's a little different business, but it's all the same, right? Because it's an organization, a brand.
Have y'all ever seen the movie Sister Act 2? I'm sure everybody here has.
It's the best movie.
There's a point in the movie where Whoopi Goldberg is talking to Lauryn Hill, and she says a quote from a book, and she's like, if you go to sleep at night and you think about writing a book, and you wake up in the morning and you think about writing a book, you need to be a writer.
Yeah.
If you go to sleep at night, you think about singing songs, and you wake up and you think about singing songs, you need to be a fucking singer.
Mm-hmm. I should be a writer because I like to write.
Go back and watch that movie. That shit fucks you up, dog.
But, hey, I know we get close,
understand life a little more.
Not the GOAT. Favorite country singer of all time.
My favorite country singer of all time, male or female?
Can we let me say this before he answers.
I think me and him might
hold on. I got
because yes.
Tell me I was
vocalist?
Just your favorite, your go-to country singer.
I would say,
who do you fuck with? And what's your favorite country song of all time?
My favorite country song of all time is by it's
Look at us in here talking about our favorite country singer.
Alison Krauss.
Oh,
what was the big song?
Whiskey Lullaby with Brad Paisley.
That was a great song, but not that one. The first one.
It's your love doesn't.
No, it's
no, forever.
Or
you say it best when you say nothing at all.
That's my favorite country song of all time. But if I were to go,
you say it best
when you say nothing.
Keith Whitley. That's a Keith Whitley
first
song.
Originally, right?
Yeah.
So my favorite male country singer is Ronnie Dunn.
Oh,
my favorite female country singer, Jennifer Nettles.
Jennifer Nettles.
Sugarland.
Who's your favorite? Not the GOAT. We ain't talking just GOAT
Hey,
status.
listen, Reba
Who's your favorite?
Dragon. Don't be playing with Reba.
Not
man.
fancy.
Trisha Yearwood was solid,
dude. When you covered She's in Love with the Boy.
She's in love with the boy.
You didn't like put it out there, but you did some shit
online.
I did some shit. Just some acoustic version. I was like, yes, I fucking love that song, dude.
So Reba's your favorite country singer?
I've been on with you, dog.
Reba's your favorite of all time country singer?
Got my.
So she's your favorite?
No, I don't.
You don't gotta say it's the greatest. It's just that's your favorite.
If you asking me favorite, my favorite's probably gonna be the greatest. Like if you could think of the best female singer ever in country music, that's who my favorite singer is.
We're not female, just country.
Oh, country altogether?
He gave both answers.
I like that. I like how we throwing out a female and a male.
I was just saying your favorite.
Well, and he wants to know your favorite country song,
your favorite
too.
Country singer and country song.
My favorite
country singer. They don't have to be by the same person.
Oh, bro. Man. You never know what your song is when you put on the spot. It just leaves your brain forever.
Yeah.
When you walk out the door, you're like, I told him the wrong song. That's not even my personality. I don't know. Favorite country singer, bro. That's
such a tough. That's like when somebody says,
I love Travis Tritt.
Oh my God, you stole my shit because I'm going
that's
Travis
Tritt. We were talking about when we were looking at each other. Like
Travis Tritt is the fucking goat.
He's
I'm
different.
going Travis Tritt, and my favorite song is Anymore.
I
don't love you anymore.
I'm tired of pretending.
Listen, I want to talk about Travis Tritt is like.
I want to go there. I'd say that.
I'm gonna talk about a guy real quick.
Or Garth. I mean, we can't disrespect Garth.
Tim McGraw go hard all the time.
Tim McGraw always goes hard. I thought we should start this shit with the Hank.
Hank ain't like the singing.
I just don't connect to it because it wasn't my era.
But I want to talk about a
bad
guy.
vocalist. I love Hank Williams Jr.
When y'all were talking
I think
about,
it's good.
You know, we're talking about earlier.
It's a little different
You
than
get
who
to want
I
a
am.
song that'll make you cry. Well, there's this one song. I actually listened to this song the other day driving a truck with nobody in the truck getting teary eyed. This dude is a great vocalist, one of the greatest guitar players. When Vince Gill sang "Go Rest High on That Mountain,"
Oh my lord,
that's a great one. That's a great one.
I heard that
goosebumps
song
in
sang
there.
at a funeral one time. Oh
Vince Gill
my
has
god,
always been my go-to. Randy Travis don't get the clout. I think that's different.
Randy
That's
Travis
different.
be killing it.
especially when they all did
He
like
be
the
killing
tribute
it.
to him, and he came out and
But
sang
we
that
can
last.
all agree,
that last-
Travis Tritt, like
Travis
Tritt
Tritt,
does
Vince
something
Gill,
over.
probably. I
Come
think
on, bro.
if I-
If you was like,
if we're
if
picking
you
out
was
the
like,
guys-
yo, I want a voice for country. I want to be a country singer.
Top male
like,
vocalist country, Travis Tritt.
Travis Tritt, Ronnie Dunn.
Man, Ronnie
Those-
Dunn,
those are
Travis
the
Tritt,
two-
and I'd say my boy Vince Gill too.
Yeah,
Like,
Vince Gill is up there.
undeniable.
Vince Gill is up there too.
He can still do some stuff.
I saw me and Jeff.
That
Dog,
stuff's tough.
let me tell you about. Let me
That
tell
ain't no
you.
walk in the park.
First of all, we about to
That's
before
a
we get
tenor
off here.
male.
Let me tell you about motherfucking Vince Gill.
Come on.
Me and Jeffrey went and saw the Eagles. Guess who was singing?
He's
he
he's
joined
in
the
band.
Eagles.
He's in the Eagles.
Once
Yeah.
the dude died,
Vince
he
Gill-
joined the Eagles.
Killed,
He's in
dog.
the, he did the
no
step.
fucking
Killed. He
Yeah.
even played some of his
God.
own shit too.
I mean, I would have.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm kicking myself for not being able to go to that.
Oh man,
I had an opportunity to go see them at the Ryman. There's a lot. You know what's cool about Nashville is like, if you think about it, it's like, it feels like, you know, living in a big city. It's like Charleston, but when I go downtown, there's opportunities. I can go to like football game.
Yeah.
I can go to Predators game. I can go to,
Yeah, you got the NHL,
you know, I got a little something
But,
going on.
yeah.
I'm hyped about that stuff. And
NFL, everything right there in your
I
city.
mean, we got a bunch of great, wonderful things in the Low Country, in Charleston in particular. And when I moved to the big city, it made me think, man, I've had my share of fun in times, but I didn't seize the day I'm going and doing stuff in my city.
Yeah,
Like I
get
do
that feeling
when
every
I
time
moved
I
to
go.
freaking Nashville.
Every time I go downtown, I feel that way. I'm like, I take this city for granted, dude.
You know
There's
what
so
I'm
much
saying?
to offer here, dude. I just don't.
It's
go
like
down
you
that
move
way.
to Nashville and you're already an adult. But you're moving to a new city and you're like a tourist,
Right.
For a while.
Yes.
Until you get active. So
Find out what you like the
Exactly.
most. And you do that.
So,
So you're
hold on.
going around-
I don't want to venture off far from this. I want to know what y'all's favorite country singer, favorite country song is.
So singer,
mine,
Travis Tritt.
mine's probably either Travis Tritt or Garth Brooks. Favorite country singer. Favorite country
Don't
song
sleep
is
on Arlen Jackson though. Too.
Please
God.
don't. Please don't.
my
do it.
favorite country song though is Neon Moon, hands down.
Dude.
Neon Moon has got a
Hands down,
bop
dog.
in it that
When
it
that-
can't
I
be
mean,
My
imitated.
daughter,
When
my
it
daughter
starts-
knows all the words to it because I play it so much.
You
Like
can't
every
never-
Friday, I get off work.
It's probably
I
it's,
throw
I
that
would
shit
throw
on.
that on the
I
top
throw that
country
shit
song
on,
in my
dog.
opinion. I
There's a rundown bar cross the
Hey.
railroad. Come on, y'all, let's do it. There's a rundown bar
Cross the railroad tracks.
a table for two, way in the back where I sit alone.
Take it home, Michael.
Think
Think
we're
we're
losing you. But yeah,
No, great
that
song.
bar is fire. That song is so fire, dog.
it just got a swag to it that if you try to do a song that's anywhere close to it, you can't
No, you can't.
because it'll be picked up on
And
immediately.
Yeah, it's
You know what I
too-
mean? You can't
yeah,
even.
too good.
It's too
good.
clean.
It's too clean.
It's a perfect
too
tempo,
good.
dog. Like
That's why I always
don't
say
know,
Garth
it's just-
Brooks, man. Like
it's
Garth
got that
Brooks,
perfect swing
and
to
you
it.
mentioned Tim McGraw, like
Yeah, he can.
That's such
no
a
disrespect. Disrespect to
I'm
Tim
gonna
McGraw,
live where
'cause
the
he's
green
that
grass grows.
He don't pick
Watching
bad songs.
Alcorn pop
He don't
up
pick
in
bad
the
songs.
road.
He's
No.
got it, dude.
He don't pick bad songs, and he can act his ass off. You know.
I really like that he
Listen,
made that
he got the
transition.
best
I really
fool.
like that shit,
Listen,
dude.
this fool was
I'll tell
like
you
the
this.
Morgan Wallen before Morgan Wallen. in my
Yeah, I'll
opinion.
tell you this.
I say Jason
I
Aldean
work
was.
with
That's
Randy.
my stance on that. I say
Randy,
Jason Aldean was.
Randy, our guitar player for Mason Jar.
It really is, but it's
Yeah.
in my opinion earlier. You know what I mean? Earlier than Aldine.
Tim?
Earlier than
Yeah.
Aldine.
Yeah,
Tim just had the hit. Yeah, Tim was
Tim's
out way
a
before
goat.
Aldine.
Got,
Yo,
like,
I'd
that
say
sex
Jason
appeal.
Aldean had like the he just started incorporating like the 808s in his
Well,
songs and shit.
but
That was like and
it's
Morgan
all
Wallen
in
bops to
my
that same shit.
head. I think about it over and over
Well, that was,
again.
yeah, okay.
Come on,
Dude,
dog.
another one
Okay,
with Tim McGraw
okay.
was that
Tim
damn
come out with his
Yeah.
first song of the night with his shirt buttoned
I'm
down.
in the sky,
Hey,
diving,
Tim McGraw gonna start
Rocky
his show out
Mountain
at the
climbing.
Coliseum with a nothing but a leather vest on and
seconds.
some black jeans, and you're
On
gonna
a
hear.
Bodega
You're gonna see him
mansion.
walking in the silhouette and the big ass, curtain. And it's gonna say, "Girl, you never met no one like me," and he gonna come out like that and shut that bitch down because I seen it and it is real.
Timmy's the man, bro.
That song starts the show. Dog.
Every Friday night, there's a steady cloud of dust.
Come on,
Please
That's
believe
that,
it.
think about that lyric. That has
Down
some
to
swag.
Indian
to it.
outlaw.
Indian
That-
outlaw.
Half
Half
Cherokee
Cherokee.
He was pulling sex appeal off.
Yeah,
her,
Baby,
girl.
she's a Chippewa.
Meanwhile, in the other market, you had to go against Usher and shit, and you was holding it down. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what I was tapping you because that's what I was gonna say about Tim McGraw. Randy, straight metalhead, fucking listens to nothing but heavy
Rock,
metal
yeah.
It's
music.
good for the soul.
But
man.
if you ask Randy right now, like, what's your favorite country song? That motherfucker is, I had a barbecue stain on my white
It's
t-shirt. He
it's
knows
got a
every
bop
word to
to it.
that
Classic
shit.
song.
Like, that's
Like-
Tim McGraw, dog.
It's a fun song.
And I'm not
Yeah,
comparing the song to Neon Moon as far as they're two different things.
Nah, I
but
mean-
no, I'm just saying that's another song that comes
You'll
on
find better
and you know what
love.
it is immediately.
Strong.
That
as
one,
it
dude.
ever
That'll
was.
get you, dog.
Friends
No,
in Low
he
Places.
killed
Friends
that.
is- no, dude. When you play "Don't Take the Girl,"
Since
you
a
get to that
shot
third
right
verse.
through me.
When Johnny hit his
Oh,
knees,
God.
turn it off. I'm gonna
he's
start
got
crying,
bangers.
dog.
He's got bangers. All right, before we get off of here, though, we always ask two questions. I'm going to steal Anthony's question, but you can pick the genre, either country or hip-hop. We usually do hip-hop, so if you want to do hip-hop, by all means do hip-hop. But first song you knew all the lyrics to, country or hip-hop. What's the first song you remember just like... You can vibe with
Word
that
for
shit.
word.
I don't
It
know.
could be
When I
hip-hop
was
or
younger,
country.
I didn't. I don't really. I'm not really aware. Like of thinking back into when I was like 2. I was singing when I first started talking. I started singing. It's
Or
kind of
R&B, I like that too. Whatever.
Well, it was like I don't remember because I feel like I've lived like 5 lives already.
Me too.
But I still
I
feel
say that in a
young. But I
line.
just feel like
I
you
done
know.
lived
I feel
enough
like I'm
for
in
2
different
lifetimes.
lifetimes.
Yeah, yeah.
In a cool way, in a great way of learning. I think and
But
growth.
if you could go back as early as
We were
you
singing
can,
Ricky Skaggs songs, man, back in the day. Like, honey, honey, honey. Bluegrass shit. Honey,
Hell
won't you?
yeah. That's that Virginia
why I
in
come
you,
from
dog.
that
That's
root.
that Virginia in
That's
you.
my root. That's my
Hey,
Virginia.
hey, that's a song right there. Let's
You
write
need
that
some of that.
in.
You need some
That's
Virginia.
Virginia.
Listen, y'all don't want to meet my family. I'm quiet.
Hey,
Yeah,
my
yeah,
mom's
yeah.
from
I'm trying to tell y'all
the
this.
foothills of Kentucky, the mountains of Kentucky.
Ooh, that'd be
Trust
dope.
me,
Like,
I know, dog.
Like,
My
my
girl,
cousins
you ain't never
are-
had none. I'm about to put some Virginia.
Them boys used to play yodeling on the damn on the
Yeah.
FM radio.
But I
and that was
mean,
their
you know,
shit.
So
that
Ricky
was,
Skaggs, though.
I mean, that was just like some shit. I mean, but if I'm being technical, I used to listen to all the Tracy Lawrence stuff.
Yes,
what
sir.
did I used to sing? Hear me out. I remember getting a stocking. My parents split up. I lived with my dad for the first 10 years. When I was 4, I'm giving you a quick little rundown. I was 4. My parents split up. I lived with my dad for 6 years, and my mom left and went. Had to leave. It was one of them sticky little situations. Took my sister with her. They now she's with my stepdad. Wonderful dude. Can't be more grateful to have a guy in our life like that. But first 10 years I lived with my grandma, and I fucking lost my train of thought.
You had a cassette and a stocking.
Yes, my mom would still send Christmas shit. Like she always, even though she wasn't with me,
Yeah.
I lived with my grandparents. They set the Christmas tree up and everything. It was my dad's parents, and I got Mortal Kombat 3 Ultimate on Sega Genesis.
You don't want none, son.
Remember that shit?
You don't
My
want
cousins,
none,
I was
son.
the youngest cousin. My grandma had 11 kids. I was the baby.
Yeah.
My sister's the youngest,
Baby
but she was with
boy.
my mama. Yeah. And they had the little index cards with all the characters with all the moves
Oh,
drawn
yeah,
on the
yeah.
side. You
Little
get your
cheat
character, you
cards.
throw your card in front of you, and y'all
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It was lit. Sega.
Sega.
But yeah, I mean, Faith Hill.
All right.
It matters
To me, yeah, I know you doing with that, son.
But it was like that's when I started testing out like different ranges and voice and stuff.
That's dope.
When I was
Raven-
a kid, I
my
could do
wife,
some cool shit.
But my wife Raven always talks about your sister. Is like she
a
could
train,
sing.
like a train.
yeah.
I met your sister
I
before I
mean,
met
she
you.
could
Because
sing.
I think you're a little younger than I am. I think your sister's my age. But dude, one day we was at lunch and they was like, "Yo," I don't
she
say your
just-
sister's name. I don't say your sister's name, but
Yeah.
they was like, "Yo, sing that shit," and she just belted. I was like,
Yeah.
I was fucking
Listen, they used
floored.
to trip.
Well,
I think a lot of people, thank God, And thank God. I mean, my sister's a character, and I think a lot of people knew who I was in the regard to like, all right, that's Randall's sister. We cool. We come from
Maybe,
place,
but
mental
I don't know.
health's
It's
a
just
thing.
yeah, for sure.
But she
for
cool.
Sure.
She cool,
yeah,
man.
she's cool, but she
living
can
her
sing her ass off. Raven
she got
always
a good
talks
voice.
about her because she's like,
Dude, I was
she
floored when I
I'm
first
She
heard
would
her
just
sing
sing to
that.
Raven
No, I'm
all the
just
time because Raven had classes with her.
Yeah,
and
they
shit.
were
She'd be
always
like,
sweet to
yo,
my
she was
sister.
singing.
I'm
All right,
grateful
but
for
last
that.
question,
I'm
man,
grateful for
before
that.
because we could fucking go for 4 fucking hours.
We
on
can
this
do
bitch.
it, dog. Come on.
I
got a plane leaving at 8.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Last question I want to ask you is, I always like to ask, if you could talk to yourself 10, 15 years ago, or an artist like you 10, 15 years ago, what's the best piece of advice you could give them?
Man, you know what? How would I approach that?
That's what I'm asking.
Yeah. I'm asking myself.
I know.
I mean,
but yeah.
I'm literally asking you that.
I feel like I'm never like obsessed over like. I just realized that this could be a thing a couple years ago.
Right.
So I'm never obsessed about it. But I really enjoyed playing the cover band, and it really, it helped me out. But if I'm going back 15 years, that's when I started that band.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Roughly.
Like if you knew what you know now 15 years ago,
I mean,
what's something you would do? Like a piece of advice.
I would just start writing songs right then, dog.
All right.
We was
That's
already
great
rapping.
advice.
If I know
Write
what
the
I know
song.
now, dude, I would already be, when you go back 15 years, I would be. And I see a lot of younger folks in the industry right now getting an opportunity through social media and stuff like that. But I mean, that doesn't mean that I don't have the same opportunities as them. You know what I mean? We all got the same opportunity to do stuff. But younger whippersnappers in the game right now, to get the opportunities. But I would just stay focused on. I would pick up more instruments.
What? That's great.
And I think that I probably
that's great.
I probably will and try to do that here soon.
Become well-rounded, dude.
advice.
Yeah,
That's great advice.
And help, co-produce my own shit eventually one day. Like where I'm already there, where I don't really have the vernacular to tell them every fucking thing I'm hearing or what I'm saying or trying to say to them or what I want to put in it. But as time goes by and the more talented, creative, brilliant musicians I'm around, and they start coming at perspective, with different things, it opens my mind on like when you hear these funky patterns on like R&B songs or rap songs or any, weird sounds you hear in country, like, dang, that instrument does that. Oh, that's what that sound is? Okay, now I can identify it and use it as a tool, type deal. It's just I would educate myself.
That's good, but that's great advice.
Obviously,
That's great
obvious
advice.
stuff, right?
I want to ask City the same question though, like, because I think I know the answer, but I want to ask you, like, what's the first substantial rap song you knew all the words to? That you used to rap into the mirror. Were you a mirror rapper?
Oh yeah, like the comb was the mic when I had hair.
Yeah,
just look into the mirror and rap.
So what was the one that you had all the words like? If we played it
I still
right
sing
now,
into the mirror too.
you got it.
I got to look at it, see what I look like.
You got at least the first verse. You got it. What's the first one?
That's tough.
Come on with it.
I thought I
Talk
knew the
to
answer.
us.
I thought I knew it, but I guess I didn't.
Were you on more of a? Were you listening to more Eminem, or were you listening to more DMX? Would you say you were listening to more Jadakiss?
Or was you a paper chaser? You had your block on
Well,
fire.
Cash Money.
When I say your first one, I
Making
mean like,
nothing
because
out of
I
something.
think you're like right with me in age. I
Yeah.
mean, you probably when you was like 11 years old, 12 years old, like that first
What
one.
RJ say? RJ said something because I thought we asked him that shit.
I got a question.
He didn't answer.
Oh no, he was talking
he did-
Backstreet Boys.
yeah.
Listen, let's
y'all
ask
You
him.
motherfuckers
Man.
definitely listen to.
NSYNC and Backstreet Boys.
Well, you
this is
had
what I
to.
thought your answer was.
Yeah.
Is
I had a
it
sister though. You feel me?
Yeah.
Birdman Jr. by Lil Wayne?
Oh yeah. Oh, 100%.
That was
Every
like the
word
first
for
one?
word where I thought I was.
Murder capital
Yeah.
only keeps
Well, I think
survive.
that kind of answers my next question. I was
Don't
going to ask y'all
murder
a
you,
question.
the riders live for real.
Stemming off of
You
that.
don't know I go hard to the fullest. Get involved.
Yeah, it's clearly Cash Money.
Yeah,
It's either
it's
Cash
money,
Money or
dog.
No Limit, and
It's
I
got
say
to
we're
be.
all
But
Cash
that
Money
was
in this cat.
But I mean, I listen to other, but like down here,
I love
it was
No
more
Limit, though.
No Limit, Cash Money, 3-6 Mafia.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
definitely.
Outkast.
Oh, yeah.
Eight Ball and
Like, just that
MJG.
8-Ball
Come
and
on,
MJG,
son.
yeah.
UGK
Yeah.
all day. Dude,
Yeah.
listen, hear me out.
Okay,
now.
time out. UGK or Outkast?
Oh, dog. Well, see.
That's a fucking,
I
that's a humdinger right there.
I can
dog.
give you reasons.
UGK
I can
or
give you- I can
Outkast?
give you reasons. I I can't do them. They got the same color. They got the
we
same
on
color
Drake
palette.
Champs. Take a shot.
They got the same color palette. They got the same color
Take a
palette.
shot to that
I mean,
one.
you could. I think they got the same bright colors.
I go Outkast.
You feel me?
I
think they got the
go
same bright
Outkast.
colors. Outkast. I love
Outkast.
me some Andre. That's why. I
I
love Big Boy style.
I
too.
love Bun B though.
But
It's my
I
shit.
am a Bun B
Fanatic.
Pimp C for me, dog. With the melodies and the
Yeah.
70s funk and that little deal
Straight pimping,
that
dog.
he's got.
His name fits
And
into
just-
the T,
yeah.
dog.
and it's smart shit. It's brilliant.
Pimp was
Feel
my
good.
shit. Pimp was my shit.
I mean, I love me some Outkast though. God, what a you know you're more of an Outkast mind.
well, I want to throw that question around the
You know
table.
what I
Bun B
mean?
or
You're-
Outkast? Outkast or
It's
UGK?
not Outkast. Not even close. It's not even close.
It's
And I fuck with UGK heavy, but
it's the
like,
feel for me. It's the
not-
soul. I
And
think.
as
it's
far
just-
as
it's just
as far
not
as
even
listening
close.
to,
I'm
I would
attracted
have
to the
go
soul.
Outkast.
Outkast, yeah.
I'm not, but
I
I love
fuck with UGK
Bun
heavy.
B and
but
Pimp C and
Hey,
UGK and
Pimp C be singing.
not-
You
it's
feel me?
not
That's
even
why.
close.
But
Bun B is like one of my heavy influences,
me too.
dog.
And the cool thing is, you know, now that I'm older, you get Instagram and you get to look into their lives. You know, Bun B. Obviously, I'm sure they
intelligent-
got down, but yes,
very
super.
intelligent
I
dude.
remember seeing something this might even be 10 years, maybe even now. If time goes by so fast, I saw something with him during some protest shit. Oh, this is probably during Trump. I ain't getting political, but I'm just saying. He was standing his ground at University of Houston, and on campus, like he was enrolled there or something, and he was talking about something, and very intellectual, man, very intelligent. Business owner now, like the Trill Burger.
Well, if you listen to his,
It's really cool.
you listen to his raps, you can tell his vernacular. He was on some other shit. Killer Mike
came in the dough. I said it before.
That's a smart motherfucker, man.
Dude, he got gang of words,
spoken,
dog.
man, can like have
Those are my
conversation,
people.
yeah.
I loved that little S10 I used to ride around, the little blue one. I beat the 12s out that bitch with UGK.
Let me see it.
I got a pocket full of
that
stone.
one, but the
Side
second one.
hustles.
Side hustles, my shit. Breaking
that's-
sketty?
Yeah.
Shit, dog.
We breaking scared
I'ma
and
listen to
play,
that on the
scared
way
and
up
play.
out this bitch.
But that other
Watch.
shit, I'm with your broad out on Broadway, the Broadway
Broadway
and
on
the
a
broad
broad
day.
day. That wasn't Breaking
Bun
Scared,
killed
that
that
was
shit.
some other shit.
No, it was Side Hustle.
It was on the
That
Side
same
Hustle,
album.
How
yeah.
about whenever they got on Big Pimpin' though? Obviously, that's a classic.
Yeah, and
Bun B says it in the song.
And the international
Pimp C
players
didn't
anthem.
want to be
Pimp
on
C
that
didn't
shit.
wanna do it.
Yeah, that shit's fire. They got so much fire.
Dude, you know,
Alright, hey,
hey,
we
we'll go
listen.
forever.
we could go
We'll go forever.
Hey, we're gonna
Let
do
me
another
say-
one. And if we get 500 views on YouTube or something, 600, whatever,
a million.
Million.
10.
We'll take a
million.
million.
He's coming
Cool
back.
million.
I'll bring my guitar with me next
Oh,
time.
yeah,
man,
we doing
what
a
a
jam
play
thing.
unreleased
And I'll wait.
song.
Yeah, we'll come in here and play some
Yeah.
stuff.
We'll drop
Hell
some
yeah.
exclusive shit for 600
Y'all
views.
make sure y'all keep up with the water pod. Over
Please
here.
do.
Please.
Please do.
These are my
Actually,
friends, but they're really doing great
we
things.
could go mobile, bro. Like, how about if we get 500 fucking views on whatever, then we'll take this shit on the road. We're coming to Nashville. We gonna do a podcast.
Let's fucking do that,
in
dog.
Nashville with you. All
Let's
right?
fucking do that. I like
It don't
that.
even matter if it gets one like on Facebook. We're going to fucking Nashville.
Just because we
Nobody
want to
likes this
Yeah.
fucking clip.
Either way, we
Just 'cause
going to
we wanna
Nashville.
go to Nashville.
Hey, it's the fucking water
If you
pod,
don't
man.
chew
It's
Big
the
Red.
fucking water pod. We got Randall Fowler in the fucking building. Please go check him
Randall
out.
Fowler.
Randall Fowler music. Reviver, is it
I'm a
Reviver,
Reviver-
right?
Reviver Records.
recording artist. Go check out his new single. It's called Two Woman Man. It's so dope. He's got his family in it. It's just beautiful. Shout out to him for giving us his time. He's only in town for the weekend, you know what I'm saying? So he had to pop up on the water pod. We appreciate you greatly, brother. Please
Yes.
go check out
Yes,
his
sir.
music.
I appreciate you.
Give him a like, give him a listen, man. Shout out my cameraman, Foolish. We got
Foolish.
Big City in the building. Cousin Sal.
Over here.
Randall
Hey, hey,
Fowler,
hey.
Water Boy. Think harder, work smarter. If you want it to grow, just add water. It's the Water Pod. Peace.
We out.
Peace out.
Yeah.